Hey guys, John here, GXOR Overland. So, I know last time I said I'd be making another video to go over the dual battery setup and just all the details of everything else, and since I haven't made that video and I've made so many new changes to the car, to the GX, I thought I should just make a rig walk around version 2. So, let's get into it and I'll go over everything that's been modified and changed since the last video. Alright guys, starting with the front of the GX, we have the McQueen fiberglass fenders with the snorkel cutout. I opted to not go with the cover just because I like the exposed snorkel with the two-tone look. Just kind of matches the whole theme of the truck. Moving on to the front, we have the Relentless Fabrication front bumper paired with the Baja Designs S2 Pros, the Squadron Pros, and the light bar, all in amber. Down below we have the Warren VR Evo 10S paired with the Factor 55 Fairlead. Moving on to the side, still have the same suspension as the last video, still running 35s. We have the CBI ditch light brackets with the Squadron Pros. Moving on to the top, we have the JW off-road roof rack with the Baja Designs S2s all the way around. The new addition is the tent on top, also the unbranded overseas tent. Moving on to the back of the GX, we have the JW off-road one-off custom bumper. And this thing, guys, I couldn't be any happier with. The body lines just match so well. It's cut off nice and short, so tons of clearance. Got the jerry can holder, 35 on the back, the high lift, and we are working on putting a little propane mount on the high lift. But the body lines, the fit and finish of everything, I couldn't be more happier with. I still needed the towage to tow the jet ski. That's all built in, all attached, super sturdy, no problems at all. I have the JW off-road chase light brackets with the Baja Designs S2s. And I wired them into the wing so it doesn't have to like wrap around. When I open the hatch, I'll show you guys. Well, let me get everything opened up and we'll go over the inside. Thanks. Alright guys, moving on with the back of the truck. I still have my lovely OEM shaggy net. The JW off-road cubby, which normally I have my ladder and my pillows, since they don't fit in the tent, since I opted to go with such a slim tent so it still fits in the garage. I have my little switch panel over here. I might have had that in the last video, I don't know if I did or not, but it just powers this light right here. Yeah, I can't see because it's not dark, but it's just really nice to have a light back here, especially at night when you're setting up camp and if you're trying to like cook dinner. It's just super convenient. It's not super bright or overpowering. It's just the perfect amount of light just for setting up camp at night. Moving on, pretty sure I had this before. Just a little outlet right here, USB and 12 volt. You know, just anything out of power. And we have the Blue Sea Systems little sub panel over here with the fuse panel, the breaker, and I still have the original 100 watt outlet over there. Like that's just mounted into a little plastic panel. Alright, my patch collection's definitely grown since then. Let's see. Turn the light off. Good, but still running the Iceco fridge freezer. Thing's definitely a lifesaver. Check out Iceco, awesome products, great prices. My version 2 drawer system still back here. Yeah, but let's move on to the under the hood, where I said I'd talk about my dual battery setup and I never did. So let me go ahead and close this all up and pop the hood and we'll go over it next. Thanks guys. Alright, as we move into the belly of the pig, we have the Blue Sea Systems mill arc mounted just to the right of the battery, a Duracell AGM battery, I would have gone with the Costco one, but Costco doesn't make any AGM batteries, or they don't sell for this vehicle. And I figured the next best thing would be Sam's Club because they're everywhere. Moving on to the wiring, going to the second battery. I have the Off-Road Engineering second battery mount. Everything's all fused up with Anna's circuit breaker in the back. I have the Silver Rhino Media reservoir tank. I think all I had to do was just drill a second hole, since the 4Runner only has one washer, the washer jet and then one sensor. The GX has two, so I just added a second hole. Wasn't too bad. Really need to change my power steering fluid. That's pretty black. And running down off the second battery, I have the wiring to my winch. Thing just barely fit in there. My recommendation is, I know a few people who've put on aftermarket front bumpers and they've cracked their AC lines right around right here. What we did is, this bracket right here for the AC line normally comes out to like halfway. So what we did was we cut the bracket in half on both ends, and then we re-welded it right here just to really keep it pulled out of the way, because I don't want to really have to deal with redoing all my AC lines. It's just, so just a little tip, weld it back right there. And, let's see, what else are we missing? Got my little overseas switch controller over there. Moving into the truck is my controller for the dual battery. I normally just keep it on auto. It always like charges at like 14.2. I didn't have to do the relay since the alternator has been charging the battery at the optimal voltage. Got the iPad mount still. I'm pretty sure that was in the last video. The little light controller, phone mount. Oh, the one thing I don't know if I was in the last video is change up the steering wheel. The old one was just getting really worn, all cracking, just didn't look very, I don't know, it was just really getting dingy. Found this one online. I went with the black oak because I've wrapped everything else in the truck. And we're probably going to be wrapping these next in something darker just to help, like, I don't know, just the color preferences. But that's the truck, guys. So any comments, questions, concerns, hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, guys.